Hello, y'all. It's cold. Now, I'm going to tell you, when things are extreme, my southern comes out. Extreme hot, extreme cold, or I'm extremely ticked off. My southern comes out. Y'all, it's cold. I got more underwear on than I want to talk about. I feel like Randy from the Christmas Story. But I will tell you, as cold as it is, I am loving it. The sky is blue, blue. The ground is white. It is absolutely incredible. And I'm over here waiting in line to get an iced coffee. Yes, you heard that right, an iced coffee. I was craving it this morning, so here I am, getting ready to go deliver some Happy Mail. I just did the stupidest thing, and I cannot believe I'm getting on here and telling you all, but do you do stupid things? I mean, friends of a certain age, do you do, well, I can't make an excuse of being a certain age for doing stupid things. I've always done stupid things, but do you do stupid things? Oh, you don't? All right, well, we're friends, so you can't judge me, okay? All right, so I went to drive up. I can't believe I'm telling this. I went to do the little drive up coffee place, and y'all, I haven't been out of the house in 4 days. I mean, we have been snowed under, blizzard. It has been 4 days since I've been out of the house. So I pulled up, and he's like, hey, how are you? What can I get for you? And, I gave my mile-long order. And he said, how you feeling today? And I said, it's cold out here, Sugar Britches. What was I thinking? Why did I don't call Dan Sugar Britches. Why did I think, where did that come from? Oh my gosh. He just giggled and laughed, and then I apologized, and my face was as red as a beet. I was like, I am so sorry. I don't know why that popped out of my mouth. I've not been out of the house in 4 days. I called him Sugar Britches. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know why I'm surprised I'm allowed in public. I really am. I probably need to just go back home. So, yes, it's cold. I mean, like colder than can't say that. Colder than a witch. Nope, can't say that either. Colder than a well digger. Can't say that either. I'm trying to think of something appropriate to compare the cold to, like a southernism, and I can't. Hold on. It's colder than a polar bear's posterior. There we go. Anyway, I just wanted to be appropriate, on my channel. Playing the Scooby-Doo game. Dan, what color is your bone?
Orange.
Mine's green. Ready? Remember not to throw your own bone in. I'm done, green, yay! I got all my bones. Thanks, Scooby. How many did you get? 4. And you had to have 6, didn't you? Wah, wah, wah. Do you like this game? What do you think? Yeah, it's kind of fun. I can see kids really like it. Children's books I wanted to share with you all. 5 Little Peppers. There's a Nut Filicello. Janet Lennon and the Angels. I'm actually in the store, so that's why I'm talking quietly. Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. Deanie by Judy Blume. This one looks familiar. This cover is beautiful. Beautiful Joe. Look at the back of it with the horses. I almost want to read this. The Little White House. Donna Parker. Mystery of the Aardvark. Mystery at Our Walk. Apparently I need better glasses. There's Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. The Wolves of Willoughby Chase. Donna Parker on Her Own. Heidi. Dr. Kildare. Janet Lemon, Camp Calamity. And then there is a ton of vintage books here. And the most expensive one I have found so far is like $3. Which, I mean, I don't think that's bad. This cover, isn't that beautiful? Our Glad. She looks like she is not happy. Huffley Fair. And you should see the amount of vintage Harlequins. All the way down to vintage Harlequins. Not the best, it's a little high, but Donna Parker on Her Own. Timber Trail Riders. This is so cute. Dave Talbot. Bobbsey Twins. Some more Bobbsey Twins. This is the first one actually in the series. It's a Civil War book. A teen novel. Then came November. It's going in my pile. I probably shouldn't do this because I'm finding more books. Dave Dawson with the RAF. So some war books. Dick Kent on Special Duty. The vintage books here are just incredible. Ooh, a Judy Bolton mystery, A Midnight Visitor. That one's 18. That's a little pricey. Vicky Finds an Answer. This is 8. It's a little more than I would pay for one, I think. The Trading Post. I just can't get over all of these vintage books. Lassie. I love it. As you could see earlier from the video footage, I was doing a little bit of shopping and I thought that I would share a little bit of my haul with you. I also got some book mail today and I wanted to share that as well. Today, Dan took the day off and he and I went to my hometown to spend time with my other mom, Linda, because today would have been my brother's 45th birthday. We lost him in 2005, and we always try to do something special for his birthday. And, you know, we really didn't do much. We, you know, got breakfast, or brought breakfast, and then just kind of hung out in town and had some ice cream and, you know, celebrated the day. So we had a really fun day. It was 70 degrees. It was gorgeous outside. It still is really beautiful. The sunset tonight is just gorgeous. And here of course I bought some books, but I also got a few other things. So I'll just hush up and show you. First, I'm going to be telling a lot of my history. Since I went to my hometown, I might as well. My best friend Scott, we have been friends since 1988. We went to different middle schools, and during 8th grade orientation we met because he tripped up the stairs and almost fell on me, and we just decided to be friends, and we have been best friends ever since. And he is an absolute treasure to me, but we are very bad about picking up stuff for each other, like, oh, I saw this and I thought maybe you would want it, or we basically call them, you know, just basically scrap back. Scott and I have been friends since God was a child, and he had a box of things for me, and he usually drops it off at my other mother's house, and then I usually will drop it off at his house when I see him, or if we meet up, we'll just exchange. So he knows how much I love thank you cards and stationery and stuff, and he's a junker. So he probably bought this in a box of things, but it's these Hallmark thank you cards with these great big huge beautiful cabbage roses. He knows I love cabbage roses. So he gave me that. He also gave me this beautiful, I don't know if you can see it with the, but it is a pretty paintings card making kit. There's 30 cards in here. And as you open it up, it is just filled with stickers and ephemera and card making. Oh my. And totally up my alley. You can create these like beautiful kind of Victorian looking rose cards, and it has, I won't get it all out, but it has stickers and it has bows and just all the things that a girl could love. So I'm very thankful for this. It has 30 cards, so I'll be making cards with this. Very beautiful. He was very thoughtful in that. And there might be something else from Scott, but I'm going to, oh, here it is. I couldn't find it. He has just started, he used to make fun of me for doing puzzles, call me an old lady. Now he likes to do them too. So he gave this to me. He's like, this kitchen just looks like a kind of kitchen you would have. And I've always wanted a black and white checkered tile floor. And, you know, this little Formica table. It's just these dishes and stuff. He's right. I can sit here and look at all of this and be like, ooh, I mean, there's this Pyrex bowl and the whole scene is just something I really enjoy. So he gave me this puzzle, and I took him a puzzle and a couple of other little things and a vintage church for his Christmas, because he's like Mr. Christmas. He's worse than I am, and you know that I'm bad at that. The footage that you saw was from a store called Reed's Relics, and if you watched I believe it's my fall vlog, I'll try to link it in the description box, but I have a very lengthy video of all of the little places that I like to go to in my hometown, if you're interested in that. So this is a few of the books that I picked up there. I picked up Meg and the Disappearing Diamonds by Holly Beth Walker. That cat's eyes and the picture, and you know, she's wearing braids. This is kind of my uniform when I'm doing anything or I'm out and about. You know, I love to fix my hair and I love to be all, you know, like glam and luxurious, but when it's nice outside, we're driving with the windows down, I'm going to throw a ball cap on and it's going to be braids. So this book just looks so cute. I have never heard of Meg. I've never seen this before. And with March Mystery Madness and Middle Grade March, the mashup, I did a video of that too, and I will link that in the description box. I already have, as you can see behind me, all of my books ready for that. But if I have some extra time, or if I start reading one and I don't really enjoy it, I'm going to throw this one in there too, just because that cat looks like a cat that I had when I was a kid. Then Then Came November. This is by Nan Gilbert, and it is part of this teen novel. And I have another one of these teen novels. This Truth to Tell is also a teen novel. You can see they're trying not to let. So these are from kind of the same company. It's not by the same author, but they're very kind of mystery. The summary is there. Look at those end page. Look at that house. And then her cute little pictures there. I saw this and I thought, oh, you know, this would be cool to read in November, just because it says November. Not that I'm being clever. And I already have one of these teen books, so I hope that I like that. I'm going to try really hard to get to that book this month. I also found, I didn't do a very good job stacking this all together, but I also found, I could die. Betty Crocker's new Good and Easy Cookbook. I am gobsmacked. This makes me so happy. First of all, I love vintage cookbooks, but I collect Betty Crocker vintage cookbooks. These cookbooks that have this metal, I love that. And I have the Betty Crocker Good and Easy cookbook. It's smaller, and this scene is drawn. They recreated the scene and then actually took a photo of it for this book. This is a first edition. And for the shape, it's in wonderful shape. I love the artwork in it. Now, this isn't a Charlie Harper artwork. The artwork here is by I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Sorry about that. Oh, Rudy Troutman. I love Charlie Harper. He is my favorite artist, and he does art for some of the Betty Crocker cookbooks. And that's my big hunt, or any sort of Charlie Harper artwork or anything. That's always what I'm hunting for at a thrift store. But I'm very excited about this. So I have the smaller version of this and this now in my collection. And my Betty Crocker collection, my vintage Betty Crocker collection is really growing, and I'm chuffed about it. So yay that. I also found some Betty Neal, as you could see from the video that I took of there is those shells that are like 2 and 3 deep back of all these vintage Hallmarks. I'm not a big Hallmark reader, but this was Betty Neal's, and I know that several of my friends, Sarah and Elizabeth, really mentioned Betty Neal's a lot. I think that they were doing a focus on Betty Neal's as a writer. I'm not quite sure, but I have decided if I like the cover, even though I don't know if I'll read them, I'm going to pick them up, especially when they're 50 cents a piece. These were, this was $1.50 in my hand. The Betty Crocker cookbook, by the way, was $4. I don't ever see these under $20. I was thrilled. Anyway, this cover here, I giggled because I told Dan, I said, I believe that this is, some young lady dreaming of her beau. To me, that just says it's some girl who loves her dad. There's a lot of that in these books, but I can't help but giggle. It makes me giggle. I love the covers of these, and I'm sure there will be some sort of readathon or something that will be like, read something from a hospital or read something from whatever. I'll hang on to these a little bit. I am thinking that if I decide not to hang on to them, I may either do the 3 of them bundled together in my Pango shop, or gift them to someone if they're just, hankering for them, or if they collect Betty Neal's. If you didn't know, I do have a Pango shop. I will link the link in my description box. It's also in my information on my channel, but I do have books there. I send, I love to send Happy Meal. I love to send book mail, and Pango gives me the opportunity to do that. So I do have these Betty Neal books. Then I also found this, Peter and Wendy. And I know I have so many copies of this, but I just couldn't resist. I mean, it was $1. I could not pick this up. I could not pick this up. It's from 1911. It doesn't say when this was printed. This is a Thrushwood book. And even though I didn't love this book necessarily, I love the fact that it's green. I love the way this looks. I have it on hand to either hold on to, use it for decor, or gift to somebody else who may want it. Or put it in my Pango shop. I can do that too. Another thing that I got at Reed's was this little box here. Isn't it cute? I have a thing for big-eyed, like this. I think this is from the 1970s, like early 70s, maybe 60s. But the big-eyed kids, I don't know. I love them. I think they're so cute. And it has cards in it, these vintage cards, like this Get Well card here. And the little boy with the white is so cute. So cute. Now, it came with 14. Not all 14 are here. I think that it doesn't show. It says 14 14 charming all occasion cards, and the only thing that's left in here is the get well soon cards with the envelopes. And I know in like collections, the get well cards are usually the ones that are left over. I don't care. I will use them. The box alone is just darling, and I was thrilled with this. I kind of squealed a little bit when I saw it. And I believe that is all that I got from Reed's. But I went to another little kind of a junk store in town, and I found Ready for Marriage by Debbie Maycomer. I know that Debbie December is very popular in the YouTube community, and I have never seen her Harlequin books. You know, Debbie Maycomer has so many books published. So I went ahead and grabbed this. Somebody may want it. You know, I'll put it on my shop. But I know that a lot of time people are looking for these. You know, here it is. She's a kindergarten teacher, by the way, and I look at her and I think she totally looks like a kindergarten teacher. I don't know how that looks, but it does. Then I came home. Nope, I have some more books. Sorry. I'm trying to somewhat organize this little haul here. My friend Scott gave me this book, Kristen Hanna's Summer Island. I've never read anything Kristen Hanna, so I might need to read it and see if I like her. But my mother loves Kristen Hanna, so this will go to my mom. I found this one at a thrift store. It's Charlotte Isles is Not a Teacher by Katie Siegel. I thought it looked cool on the front. I read the back and was like, that sounds interesting. This is a advanced reader's copy, so I thought I would look at it. And then this looked very interesting to me, and I don't know if that's because I would like to be here, but it's called Sandwich. It's by Catherine Newman, and it takes place in Cape Cod. And one of my best friends, Jackie, is a Cape Cod fanatic, and she's actually just written a book that takes place and that has, she's written a book that has to do with Cape Cod. And I just picked this up, and I thought if I read this, and then I can pass it on to her because she loves Cape Cod. And these books, I think I paid $1 a piece for them, maybe. Also, I got Happy Mail today. You all know my dear friend, you all know the lovely, lovely Karina Moss, author of the most amazing cheese shop mysteries. Yes. I met Karina in St. Louis at Cozy Con, and she is just the most darling and delightful person. And she has this book, Cheddar Off Dead, is now published in Spanish, Espanol. And I had mentioned in one of my comments to her that I would love to get this book because I have a student from Mexico, and I would love to. She's my only female student. She and I have very much bonded, and I would love to. She's always making me cakes and goodies, and I would like to bless her with a book. And Karina sent this very kindly to me, which I greatly appreciate it. She gifted it to me very kindly, and also signed it for Alma. And I cannot wait to bring this to Alma. And well, I'm going to take it to class with me on Monday and just tell her, hey, this is one of my favorite books, and show her the English version, and, so you let her have this book and let her read it. And she sent some cards, and she sent the absolute most darling little card with the nicest note, and she just brightens my world, and some days I just need it. So thank you for this, Karina. This was so nice. Elma will love this. And what's so funny about this, I don't know, but it has the name Elma on the back. It's like kismet. I love it. And a couple of other books that I picked up at just a little local thrift store is Steel Heart by Brandon Sanderson. This is a hardback copy. I have a lot of luck selling Brandon Sanderson books in my Pango, so if I can find them at a decent price, I throw them in there. and this was book one. I wanted to look at it and just kind of get some information. So that was that. And then I got Diane Wynne Jones Witch Week. And Diane Wynne Jones is the same person who wrote Howl's Moving Castle. And I love Howl's Moving Castle. So I thought, well, this would be a good little October middle grade type read. And I believe that's the end of my haul. So we had a very fun day, and it was so nice to spend time with Linda, my other mom, and get to spend time with Dan because he's not usually off today on Fridays. And just have a beautiful day with bright blue skies and celebrate Eric's life and, you know, share our memories. It was just a good day for that. So we did what we like to do. And, you know, there's a lot of things that I saw, you know, he was pro pool player. So lots of 8 balls today. So just kind of know he's smiling down on us and having, you know, we were just having the best time. So anyway, that's my haul. It's a beautiful spring day. So I have grabbed my spring mug, my spring soft serve. I have some protein coffee. It's coconut, chocolate coconut. I have a little extra bowl, and then I have this wonderful book that my friend Elizabeth gave me for Christmas. It is Martha B. Rabbit Jigsaw, Shirley Barber. And it has little almost 50-piece jigsaw puzzles in it, and it's absolutely beautiful. The fall, I can't wait to do that one. And then there's the winter, but we're going to do spring. Good morning, friends. It's a new day. It's morning, and I am off to go and get my mammogram. So, you know, I thought about, okay, do people, you know, in these vlogs, do people want to really see, you know, this kind of content? But, you know, this is real life. And let this be a reminder to you that if you are at the age where you need mammograms, and don't forget to schedule yours this year, or if you haven't had yours in at least a year, time is now. So yes, I'm getting ready to go have my mammogram, and yeah, that's what we're doing here today. Now, something's very funny to me, and I will show you. Yesterday, 70 degrees. Today, we have snow on the ground, and it's March. Missouri weather is kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. All right, this is pretty surreal. Looks like Christmas time up here. So for a little treat for being such a good patient and getting my breast exam, I am going to treat myself to some coffee. Yeah, and it's snowing, so I'm going in. We're gonna check out the little library. A little free library. All the snow. You can't even see it. It's iced over. This is more of this is in the children's park. Looks like they're nice and full. I don't need to add anything to it. Excellent. I have some more little thrifted things that I thought I would share with you. And I know this video is like becoming a thrifting video, but it is something that is a part of my life. It's something that my Dan and I do a lot of. It's something we really enjoy. This is what I found today on my little thrifting adventure. I just popped into my favorite little honey hole, which is a local charity that helps to build a food bank for people who are, you know, on rough times trying, and anybody can go and get food. There is no check, there is no, you have to prove your finances, that, you know, if you have a rough week or something, anybody can get food there. And the ladies who run it are all volunteers, and they're just lovely people. So that's where I think everything that I have came from. The very first thing is something I could have squeed about, but it is this beautiful dress, and it has these Stevie Nicks sleeves. If you know, you know. And it's about knee, maybe a little under the knee or over the knee, but it is from Howl's Moving Castle. And I am a Studio Ghibli nerd. I love Studio Ghibli. It still had its brand new tags on it, and it's from Hot Topic. It fits so beautifully. I was so thrilled. And these sleeves, I'm going to want to be casting spells with those sleeves. But it has this pattern that you can see all the Howl's Moving Castle stuff. I thrilled. I squealed a little bit when I found it. I was like, ah. That's my second Studio Ghibli piece. I have a Totoro sweater too. If you've never watched Studio Ghibli, it is the most cozy, wonderful type movies. I would suggest Howl's Moving Castle, but if you need to start somewhere, I would suggest probably Kiki's Delivery Service. It's my favorite. One of my favorites. I also found these s'mores pajamas. It's a short set, 100% cotton, which I love because cotton is sustainable. I saw these and was like, oh my goodness, I have to have them. Little story. My last name, when I was teaching, my last name was Moore. My first name is Sonia. So everybody's initials were their first initial and their last name. So I was S'more. My teaching neighbor across the hallway was Shelly and Miles. She was Smiles. We were S'mores and Smiles. We always said that sounded like, some sort of kids camp or something, but I can't wait. As soon as I put these on, though, I'm also going to take a picture and send it to her because she'll laugh. But I love the s'mores clothes. Dan picked these up for me. They're Bob Ross socks. I thought they were so cute. I think he got them. Now, these were not thrifted. I think he got these at the Dollar Tree. But I love funky socks, and I love Bob Ross. So there we go. I picked these up at my little thrift store. They're Dolly Parton pins. My niece Em is a huge Dolly Parton person, and every price tag was half off. So these were $1.75. Those pajamas, their clothes are usually $3. Their clothes are usually like shirts, sweatshirts. They're usually $3. Everything was $1.50. So everything was cut in half. The dresses are usually $3 or $4, depending on, and everything was cut in half. I found this book. It is called Staggerford by John Hassler, and it was the Fall Picture that got it for me. But it talks about, I think this is like a May-December romance, or a May-December relationship. It's not even a romance. It's not qualified as romance. It's qualified as fiction. But it's a May-December kind of relationship, not what you normally think. Like the woman is older. I don't know. I found this interesting. We shall see. It was $1. I found these fine liners. I checked them. They all work. This was $2. I found, for my book friends, this entire set of the Days of Laura Ingalls Wilder novels by T.L. Tedrow. I have seen Lizzie Fay Loves Books talk about these books. I don't know if she has the whole set, but I will read these, or read one or two, see if it's for me, and then probably end up putting it in my Pango shop if anybody is interested. Yes, they were half that price, half of $3.50, and it's in this nice little box. They're a little rough. There's, you know, they have a little roughness, but they're still very readable, and I'm thrilled for that. I also found this Anne of Green Gables journal. I will not write in this, but it has like the pictures and then little prompts and stuff. I just think it was adorable and beautiful. And that's all that little mini thrift haul. I promise you not all of my videos will be thrifty. Since it snowed outside, I figured I would do a little snowy inside. I have to thank my niece Em for helping me figure out how to make snow look like snow. Friends, I think this is where I'm going to end the video. It was just kind of a midweek, you know, little mini midweek video. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, and if you've not subscribed, please do. I try to do videos once a week, mostly about bookish and cozy themes. Woo, that wind is cold. Anyway, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. You make the world a better place just by being a part of it. I thank you, I appreciate you, and until next time, happy reading. Goodbye now.